Luke, this is Sean Chalfin, and I have issues with my uh, websites.
All right, and let me get your customer number.
1311-3442.
And your PIN.
1500.
I'm sorry, did you say 1500 or 1600?
1500.
And I'll send you a code to your mobile device.
923220.
Okay, and you said you're having issues with your website?
Yeah, all of them. So,
All of them.
yeah, there is a redirect in the header of every one of my websites. It's a hack. And Darren will not help me with this. He says my sites are not hacked. And he won't even go into it. So I have been on it was 8:30 this morning when I started working on this, and I'm still working on it, but I've been working on it for 2 years. And I've been calling Darren for 2 years and telling him, you can't discover my websites or domains because they're being redirected. Now,
Where?
they're
Go ahead.
now this morning I know that they're being redirected because of these favicons, or there's an image, there's a SVG file in the header. And that SVG file redirects the search. And I know exactly what's going on here. And so what I would like you to do is, here is the first time I have now used a GoDaddy product to discover a hack in the header. Now, I've been using third-party products, or you could just see it online. Then I'm getting hacked. However, your website builder discovered this hack, and I think Darren should be fired. I think he should. I do not want to work with him anymore. In fact, I've reported him to the FBI and the Secret Service and the Federal Trade Commission. So I refuse to speak to him going forward, and I hope this call is recorded. So I'm going to show you
an example of one of the sites that's
yes,
compromised.
Yes,
on the website builder services that you're talking about.
Yes,
okay.
And we're
just one example.
One example, suit.style.
Okay, I see that one here. Give me a minute to pull it up. All right, now tell me what it is you're seeing on this site that's showing you the redirect.
Okay, did you pull the site up at first, by the way? Did you looking at it?
Yeah, I did. It's HTTPS, which means you got an SSL on it, and it's suit.style.
I forgot to tell you something. Right. Okay. Okay. Did you see it turn gray there for a second? You did it?
No, it loaded like a regular web page for me.
I know it did, but it's a very quick gray. That's fine. Though they started turning gray right when they load. Now you've already loaded it. It's not going to turn gray until you close out your browser and load it up again. And it will.
I can load it in Firefox. Let's see what happens.
Watch it turn gray for a split second. The header image.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So I did see that, and that typically indicates that there is it's just loading the image.
Okay.
You've got a big image in the background there.
Yeah. Right. But none of my sites did that until these SVG files were installed. So now I know that header image is possibly hacked. However, that's not going to prove what I'm telling you. So inspect the element, please. Inspect the element. Right click on. Yeah, just inspect the go to the web page face and put the cursor on the face of the web page, and right click on it
Right.
and go to the header.
Okay.
Now, those relay links right there are preventing my site from being discovered. Now, they weren't there when I first built the sites. It takes 3 or 4 or 5 days for these guys to catch up to me, and then they hack them because they have crawlers out there looking for these. They know my website domains. Now,
can you? So I've got a couple ideas on how to proceed here, but I'm going to need a little bit, a couple of quick questions for you. So I inspected the element of the image. Was that the right thing, or do I need to inspect?
It will be that. It will be that same. It'll be the same thing no matter where you are on the site. Just right click anywhere on the site.
Yep. So I went to the very top. It says HTML style. Right under that is head.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and lower that. Turn that. Click on that little gray arrow.
Yep. So it's got img1.wsimg.
Right. All those are relay links. Now go down to where they stop, please, Luke. And
right,
you.
I did.
Okay, and so it says title, four lines down. Meta, and title. So,
Yep.
Black Scorpion, custom clothing, suits, shirts, whatever. There's the title. Now, I want you to know that I was able to search optimize every one of my sites until these favicons get installed. Now, then I run into problems. So now let's go to website. Now you see that title. So I want you to know what I'm referring to. There is the title. Black Scorpion Custom Clothing - Custom Suits Custom Shirts. All right.
Sure.
Now let's go to the website builder. Please.
Okay, just a moment.
I gotta go to them. But that's
Do you want to launch the
yes.
online store?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I don't have I've called Darren and I've asked him to do this twice. I don't have an online store. And I want that to be removed because I'm paying for it. And now this is going on to the 3rd month that I've discovered it. I probably clicked online store at first, but I didn't want that. And I've tried to remove it. Can we remove...
You're gonna need to delete that site and then rebuild the site in a standard Go Central plan. Once you've built the site and online store, you can't have it migrated. You have to buy a new plan and set the site up again.
Oh my God, I've got weeks of work into this site.
Right, so your options are to stay with the online store or
build an online store.
Well, you don't have to use it for the online store.
Well, I'm paying for it though. It's like what, 30 bucks a month versus 15?
Let's do this. Darren is much smarter at this aspect of it than me. So I'm going to send him a note and see if he can talk to the devs and see if there's a way they can downgrade you from online store to just a Go Central site builder.
I know that we've tried. I mean, they said they did it, and you'll see the adjustment in the next month bill, but it's still an online store. All right.
Okay, but that's not what we're looking at here.
No.
So show me what it is you wanted me to look at.
Okay, so go to I'm doing this off of memory. I have to get on my site here because I got logged out. Go to site administration where you can search optimize your site. Wherever that is in that little box there, where you're going to search optimize each page.
SEO overview.
As long as I've got to get there. As long as you're able to search optimize each page.
Okay.
Now we want to go through the first process and optimize the front page, the header page.
Which it says it's done.
Well, I know, but I went through. I know it was. I did it multiple times when I built the site.
Sure. So what am I looking at now?
We're gonna redo it because these favicons have been installed later on. So
and you didn't put the favicons in?
No, I haven't done any of that stuff. But let's just go through and redo it. And now you're going to see GoDaddy's website builder discover a hack.
Okay, so what am I doing?
You're going to, let's go, just click. We're going to re-optimize the front page. We'll just go through the...
Hit redo?
Yes, redo. And just, I've done it, so we're going to go through and redo it. I'm going to catch up here to you. And so just go through it, and then the when you get to that, create a title for the page. Do Black Scorpion hyphen custom suits and custom shirts or something like that. The one that.
What phrase best describes this page? Men's suits, custom suits, or custom shirts?
Custom suits.
Okay.
And then the next window will be pick a title, I think.
Okay.
So I think it's the first one, Black Scorpion custom clothing, then custom whatever that one is. What is the first one?
Right, Black Scorpion custom clothing, custom suits, custom shirts.
That's your title, and then I showed you that title when we right clicked, and all those relays were in front of it. Okay. Now.
Okay. You want to hit next on this?
Next.
Page description.
What's it say?
Already got one in there.
Okay, move forward. Yep.
No title or headline found. Unable to optimize your site because there's no title or headline.
There you go. Now your site. Now go. That's the first time I've seen this error. Now I'm so pissed right now. So now Darren won't do this, but there is a service called Website Checker Pro, and Website Checker Pro, which another GoDaddy Premier Services rep gave me the lead to. I would have never found it. He said, why don't you go in there and it'll describe what's going on your site. Okay, well, I went to there, and I've been telling Darren about this site for a while, and he won't go to it. But you don't have to go to it either. But your site, website builder, just discovered that I don't have a title picked. Now you see a title for my page. I showed it to you. And the reason that error just popped up is because my site is being stolen. The search is being stolen. You cannot search my sites. None of them.
Now who's stealing it?
Oh, Chris Ishmael and Ross Weber. Ross Weber at ClickTripZ, and they are affiliated with Expedia. I am being attacked by Expedia.
Okay, so I've got a couple of options for us on how to move forward with this. And I think we have a couple of things we need to do before we can continue researching this. You've showed me exactly where the dilemma lies on the GoDaddy side. So what I need to do is I need to get our best website builder technician to look at that and go in and figure out where that's coming from. Because Darren's a lot smarter than me when it comes to this kind of thing. But the only person higher than him that can look at this is a website developer that built the program. So I need to get them a ticket with all the details of what you've just given me, and they'll have to research it for us and tell us why that's going on. If there is a compromise, there is a hack, that person will be able to find it.
Okay, it is an okay, 1 second. I know exactly what photo it is because this website checker tells me what it is. It is.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine. Our website technician built the program. They'll know exactly what's going on. They'll be able to fix this for us.
You know what?
I'm not.
I have Darren, and he knew I was recording him. I have him recorded saying the opposite of what you just said. I said, don't you have somebody who designed this program that can figure this out? No, we have no way of getting in touch with him.
Right,
yes.
So let me go let me go ahead and see what I can do. I'll send them a ticket with all the details of what you've just described. Now, here's the other side of this, okay? You're telling me that you know specifically that there's a couple of individuals
targeting me.
after you.
Targeting me.
Right. Right. So
It's not a couple. It's not a couple. It is a large organization.
That's fine. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take some outside action on this. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't give you legal advice, but I'd recommend that you hire a freelance security expert to get in and look at some of this stuff that you're seeing. And then with the data that you come up with the security expert, either legally confront those people that you think are hacking you or get some proof against them. You're going to have to do all of that outside of GoDaddy. If what you're saying is true, we can try to help you fix whatever is wrong with the website builder, but we're not going to be able to help you with any of that other aspect. So I think your next step needs to be to contact someone, a security expert, like a freelance expert that does website security, that can help you look at some of this and compile some actual data, some facts, compile some evidence about what's going on. We can look at the code. We can figure out if what you're saying is true, if you're being compromised, if the images are being loaded. We can look at that and we can try to help you fix it. But for this to really get solved, you're going to have to go to an outside agency, potentially a security lawyer, potentially a freelance security expert, and you're going to have to pursue the individuals involved outside of what GoDaddy can do. That's going to be your best solution here, because it sounds like you know who the culprits are. So what you've got to do is you've got to build up some evidence, and you've got to be able to go after them. I'm not a lawyer. I'm also not a security expert, so I don't really have any advice on where to find that. But you can go to freelance services websites, and you can find someone that you can pay to go in and help you look at some of this stuff, and they can determine where the hack is coming from and how to catch the culprits. So that would be my recommendation.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so let me get this ticket created.
Yeah.
We'll get you some more information about what you're talking about.
And
once we get back to you, we'll be able to proceed to the next step on the GoDaddy side.
Right. Again, they're called rendering blocking JavaScripts.
Okay, and that's fine. You don't need to tell me that because that's above my pay grade. I need to get this ticket up to a technician that can look at it, and they'll be able to sort it out for us on the GoDaddy side. I think your number one priority, however, is to find a third-party security agency or legal advice on how to proceed with the rest of it.
Right.
Because that's going to be your ultimate solution. We might be able to fix whatever's happening with the favicon, but it's going to come right back until you take some outside action. So I would recommend that you immediately find someone that you can talk to that will give you a consultation about how to address this situation. We don't offer those kinds of services, otherwise I'd try to sell it to you. So that would be your next step. So let me get this ticket created. You've given me plenty of information. I'll send it up. Typically, you can expect a 24 to 48-hour turnaround time as they investigate this process.
The only website I have that doesn't have this on it is cruise.viajes.
Okay. So I'm going to use this one that you've given me, suit.style, as the example.
Uh-huh.
I'll say that it's happening on all of your other sites except cruise.viaje. And then that way they can, if it's the same problem, we can apply a bulk fix across the board. Otherwise, they'll give us more info. Right now, there's a lot of unknown. We're going to have to get somebody involved that can do this. And so let's get that done. Let's go ahead and end this call. You get on your step of trying to find some outside help to help you deal with the bigger issue. Because right now I'm putting a Band-Aid on the symptom. You've got to be able to solve it, and the way you do that is you get an outside security expert to help you trace down the people involved.
Well, I'm going to tell you, one of them is in your building. And I'm asking, I've got law enforcement onto this. They're listening to me now. So,
so let's go ahead and proceed with that. I'll do what I can on the GoDaddy side. You do your part outside of GoDaddy, and we'll get back to you as soon as we've got you an answer on what's going on here.
I want you to know, I've asked Darren to do this multiple times, and he's C-blocked me every time. He has C-blocked this process every single time.
Well, like I said, I'll do what I can. At GoDaddy, there's going to be a limited amount of that we can do. The responsibility really now falls on you to take some outside effort to catch the people who are doing this.
Well,
So I'll do the GoDaddy side.
mm-hmm.
You do your part. We'll meet up when we've got some more information.
Okay. Are you
right, talk to you soon.
Yeah. Okay. What the fuck is that? you're going to find that Darren's involved in this. I fucking turned him into the Secret Service. He's fucking in on this. He's fucking in on this. It didn't start doing that until it was. Oh. Where the fuck do I have Twitter? Darren, do you know I'm gonna fucking sue the hell out of you? Personally.